Welcome to The Deciding Point, our Cracked Racquets weekly roundup of the biggest storylines happening throughout the tennis world. This past week saw a couple of first-time champions on the ATP and WTA Tour. Now, for Astra Sharma, it was her first WTA-level title in Charleston. For Stefanos Tsitsipas, his first Masters 1000 title. That still counts. Want to talk about those events, some of the action we saw on the Challenger Tour as well. With that in mind, Westhoff, roll those credits. Let's start today's show. Let's talk about Stefanos Tsitsipas, the talented 22-year-old earning the first Masters 1000 title of his career this past week in Monte Carlo. Tsitsipas didn't drop a set on his way to the winner's circle of impressive wins over Karatsev, Davidovich Fokina, Dan Evans, and then 6-3, 6-3 straight set victory over fellow next-gen superstar Andrei Rublev to clinch the title. You look at the statistics for Tsitsipas this past week. He held serve 93% of the time, was only broken on 3 occasions. If you extrapolated that number over the course of a season, it would lead the 2021 ATP Tour. Ditto, by the way, on the flip side, his return of serve, he broke serve 37.5% of the time. I know that's an arbitrary number to some of you viewers, but worth noting via the Tennis Abstract leaderboard, that would lead the tour if he was able to keep that rate up over the course of the season. And, for Tsitsipas, those numbers pass the eye test as well. His ability to play first strike tennis on these red clay courts, it's simply put phenomenal. I mean, the hardest thing to do on red clay is to hit off of your back foot, to have to be reacting to what your opponent is doing, and that's what Tsitsipas forces his opponents to do because he plays such proficient strike first tennis. If you leave a forehand in this a ball in the center of the court, he's hitting a forehand. He can go cross court, he can go inside out, can do a little bit of everything, and then he's going to look to move forward as well. And I thought in particular his movement on this red clay, his ability to, he knows opponents are going to pick on his backhand wing, try and hit to that side. He was comfortable playing that backhand down the line and then daring his opponent take the open space, hit to his forehand on the run. His ability to hit that on the run forehand both cross court and down the line, and then again his effectiveness on serve, his ability to run around his backhand return, find forehands, his ability to swing through that backhand in general. Those are all reasons why Stefanos Tsitsipas was able to capture the title this week. But I want to quickly look beyond just his Monte Carlo result. Let's talk about Tsitsipas's numbers of late on clay courts. And you look for him now, just again, he's 31-8 on clay courts since the start of the 2019 season. He's won 2 titles, made 2 finals, made 2 other semifinals in 10 total events. You look at those 8 losses, 2 of them are to Djokovic, 1 of them's to Nadal, 1 of them's to Rublev. I believe there's a Wawrinka loss in there, a Sinner loss in there. Since I'm reading the list, Medvedev and Struff as well, although 6 of those 8 losses went the distance, meaning they were either 3-set matches or 5-set matches. You look even more narrowly than that since the tour restarted. He lost his second round match, I believe, in Rome, or maybe it was his first round, but then makes the final in Hamburg where he loses to Rublev, then beats Rublev in straight sets in the French Open, makes the semifinals 5-set match against Djokovic. He beats Rublev once again to capture the title here in Monte Carlo. I mean, if you want to look even beyond the clay courts result for Tsitsipas, is one of 19 active players with a Masters title, one of 7 to win a Masters title, but before turning 23 years old. You want to look at the players who did that. Nadal did it 15 times, which is a significant lead over second place Djokovic, who did it 4 times. Federer, Murray, Zverev, Khachanov, and now Tsitsipas. That entire list of players to accomplish that. It's the 4th straight season he's won an ATP title. That's the, I believe, 4th longest streak right now active on the ATP Tour. Trails only Djokovic, Nadal's done it 17 seasons in a row. Djokovic 16. Zverev and Team have each done it 6 seasons in a row, although we're still waiting for Team here in 2021. And then you have Medvedev and Tsitsipas, who have both won titles in 4 straight seasons now. I mean, last stat for you. You look via ELO rating. Tsitsipas, their broader ELO rating via Tennis Abstract, which again is measuring who you're playing, not when or where. He's number 5 overall by total ELO rating. If you look on clay court results specifically, he's the number 3 rated player behind just Nadal and Dominic Thiem. You look for him on yearly ELO here just in the 2021 season. He's Tennis Abstract's number 1 player, and you can understand that. He's played a ton of matches, semifinal Australian Open, final in Acapulco, quarterfinal loss to Racquets in Miami, now the title here in Monte Carlo. He's the real deal, folks. He is entering the prime of his career, 22 years old, still has so much fantastic, his best tennis ahead of him, but we certainly got a sneak peek of it this past week as he emerges with the title in Monte Carlo.